We are watching Showgirl. She is a Norwegian solo sailor and she is sailing, what did you say, Wayne? 32 to 36 foot, is it?
Yeah, so she is busy qualifying now for the GGR, which is the global round the world race. It's a it's a solo race for older boats between 32 and 36 foot.
Gosh.
Very little technology in these boats.
Sounds like Sealion. We could almost qualify. How can we make Sealion longer?
Yeah, let's put a bowsprit on. Should be right.
But seriously, if we made a bowsprit, could we qualify?
I'm not too sure. I don't know what the rules are. I know there's certain qualification requirements for the boat. I don't know if it has to be a full keel, because this boat is pretty much a full keel.
Wow.
Similar to what Bear was, which was a Rassi 35 or 34. Whatever.
Bear's one of the boats that we looked
yeah.
at because we're busy looking for a new boat. And do you think, Wayne, we should buy a boat so that we can enter this race?
Well, we'd have to buy two boats then. So you can sell one, I can sell another one, because they're solo.
Oh, it's solo.
Yeah.
But actually, so we have just motored across from Littleton again. So we're back at Purao again. This is
my front yard.
Yes, absolutely beautiful spot. And on the way here, Wayne said, Debbie, and I love the way he said that. He says, Debbie, why don't you do this race solo and I'll be your land team?
I forgot I said that.
Like, Wayne, why wasn't it the other way around?
Oh, no, because I had Showgirl, what's her name? I think her name's Mara. Is it Mara? Yeah, Mara. I had her on my mind because I've been watching her. I was like fascinated. It's so good to see this.
It's live stream.
Yeah, so she's going to live stream the entire journey, which is about 4 or 5 weeks. It's 4,000 miles, nautical miles. So this will be the longest live stream in history. The interesting, I mean, I've seen plenty of YouTube channels where I watch people sailing across the world. Obviously, I've done a bit of sailing myself, but I haven't crossed an ocean. And when you watch it, you can see what you see is what they want. They edit it. But this is live. This is no holds barred. And
yes, because and we're going to show you some of this live stream. So we'll do a screen record so that you can see some of the live stream. We're seeing oranges going backwards and forth. And it looks like, I thought she was having a smoke. I thought that's very unhealthy, Showgirl. She's actually got a pen in her mouth.
She's got a pen in her mouth. She's calculating. She's doing her notes.
She's doing her notes.
Yeah. So just the mileage she's done.
So we're not going to make this a long YouTube video today, but what we thought we're going to do is we are going to do a live stream as well, because we reckon that we can get just as many views as Showgirl. She's got how many people watching at the moment? 224.
224, yeah.
Shall we try this? We do a live stream tomorrow.
Well, she's going for a world record for the longest live stream. I reckon we could go for a world record for the shortest live stream.
Yes, because
we'll sail around the corner.
Unfortunately, we're on the cheap package of.
No, we can't use the S word because I'm not allowed to be on the water with my S package. I'm landlocked.
Do you think AI might have picked that up, that we didn't say the S word?
Yeah, no, should be right. Yeah. No, it's just, obviously, we can, depends how far out to sea we go, but we'll just go around the bay here.
Okay, so we're going to live stream tomorrow. We're going to set that up now. And if it's successful, we're going to include some in this video. And if you don't see any in the video, you know.
That doesn't work.
It doesn't work. So, so this is Showgirl. And we'll give a link below so that if you're interested in watching this channel, you can watch as well. Yeah,
so actually one of the things she's doing is part of the reasons she's live streaming this is to get sponsorship for her event, because it's not cheap to do these events. So she's got her PayPal's running and her Patreon's running and all that. But it's interesting watching. So you can see she's got a hammock with all her fruit, and it looks all nice and quiet the way she's sitting there because the camera's on a gimbal. But when you see the fruit basket hanging like that, actually just before we came on air, she was standing, and then she wasn't standing, and she got hit by a wave, I think broadside by the looks of things, or the sound of things. There was a bit of a noise and commotion, and then she was...
Amazing.
Yeah. It's a big ocean out there. Crossing the Atlantic's not for the faint-hearted. I know she had a bit of an issue with her rig yesterday, but she's the real deal, eh? It's very interesting watching. Can't read this. You can't learn this short of actually doing it.
No, she's incredible.
Yeah. Doesn't look like a picture of happiness right now, but
no, she's concentrating.
Maybe she had a long night. I haven't followed. Yeah,
she's concentrating.
Yeah, but I see they just crossed over 1,000 miles, so just around 3,000 to go.
Amazing. So we're going to put these links. So thank you for watching, viewers.
Righty-ho then. We will do this tomorrow from the high seas.
We'll see you in our live stream.
Sounds good. All right. Catch you later.
So Wayne, we are sailing out of Whakarobo,
Yes.
and we're sailing out to sea.
Yes.
Where are we off to?
We're off to Port Levy. Is that where we're going?
Pigeon Bay.
Pigeon Bay, that's right. Yeah, I knew that. I was just checking to see if you're paying attention.
Wayne's having a real problem with his words this morning. He keeps saying to me, Debbie, go further to port.
I mean starboard.
And he means starboard. So what we're doing today, viewer, is we are... Now, I'm just going to turn the camera around and talk to you. So you're going to see what I look like. I know I look ridiculous. I look like I'm from Sail GP, but I've had an eye operation like probably 30 years ago. The original ones where they laser your eyes so that they correct the vision, because I used to wear glasses like the bottom of Coke bottles, and then they fixed my eyes. But only thing was, it was the old operation, so my eyes are slightly more sensitive than I think it would be for a normal person. So having these mountain bike glasses is amazing. So it's just explaining why I've got these on today. I might take them off so you can see my eyes. There you go.
Oh, I quite like that look.
Now I look like I'm skiing. So anyway, I said to Wayne, because we're actually seeking to, I guess, reenact Showgirl's current trip as she voyages for the qualifier, and make our live stream. But I said to Wayne, I said, is it always going to be like this? Like, if we went to Australia, would it be port starboard? And this is what he said.
Okay, you're saying port and starboard. So what's happening is, obviously we're in a I think we're in a volcano here, an extinct volcano.
We're in an extinct volcano.
It
blew just over here, viewers.
Yeah.
This bit here is where the bit blew out of the volcano, and then of course it somehow filled up with water, potentially because the ocean is there. That could be what did it. And that's what we're actually in quite a shallow harbour, which is why it's dredged all the time.
Yeah. So just on that point, if you look around, there are mountains everywhere. So what happens, the wind is blowing a bit of a northeast today, sort of averaging like 10 to 12 knots. I think it's supposed to be gusting like 20 knots a bit later.
Yes.
So what happens is the wind hits the mountains and then it will bend. By bend, what I mean is it'll have a high pressure on the front or on the windward side, and then the leeward side would be a low pressure. So in other words, where the wind strikes the mountain, it's a high pressure area, and then where the wind, there's a vacuum behind, so that causes a low pressure. So what it does is it makes the wind bend. And that's exactly what's happening here. So we're sailing along, and then we get what we call headed, so the wind comes from a different angle, and we've got to go to port, or we've got to go to starboard. And by that stage, Debbie was getting a bit like over it. So she asked the question, if we go to Australia, will we be going port and starboard? Well, it depends. If we're taking into the wind, you see now we've been headed and I have to veer off to port. That depends. If we're going into the wind, yes, we're on a port tack, starboard tack, port tack, starboard tack. But invariably we'll choose the correct weather window so that we're going with the wind, which is a lot easier. After all, a gentleman never sails upwind. So that'll be the idea. Then even if we do get the wind changes, which are not as often as we have here in the harbour, it wouldn't really affect us that much. Does that answer your question, Posh? Admiral Posh, my bad.
I'm very relieved to know that we will be using
L.
Yeah.
We'll be using L.
I'm relieved to know that we'll be using autopilot, that we'll be using systems.
Yes.
And
L's the autopilot.
we won't be going port starboard the whole way. That would just get me a little bit shirty. So, viewer, we will join you soon. We'll be back in a moment for a live stream to, as I say, to reenact what Showgirl's doing.